Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Yeah. Hey there, my friends. Eric Andres, your Guitar Sage, here to teach you Get Up, Stand Up by Bob Marley and the Wailers, and a lot of other people. But guess what? This is a one-chord song, and I just showed the chord to you. So there you go. See ya. Now, also, I'm going to show this to you, and I'm also going to show you how you could noodle a little bit over the top of this. This would be a perfect lesson for folks that are learning bar chords. It's a perfect lesson for those folks that want like kind of this introduction to maybe learning how to riff or solo over real basic chord progressions, one chord, but to use like the pentatonic scale would be a great scale to use over this. So more on that. So let's get into this. So first off, really this is a one chord song. Now there's this little riff in the beginning that goes, and so basically here we just have a B flat and a C. So, and this is the first and third fret of the A string. So that's just that very beginning part. And then we go into this, it's a C minor, but really it's a C minor bar chord, but the way that it's being played is really we're talking strings 2, 3, and 4. Every now and then you may catch that high E string. But here's how you want to think it, and this is why it's a great introduction for a bar chord, is because it kind of gets you into this whole feeling of a bar chord, but without committing to 6 strings. You're only committing to like 3 strings. Maybe 4 strings. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to take your first finger, lay it on strings 1, 2, and 3 of the 8th fret. Okay, so we got 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay, or you can take that 9th fret and go a half step back. And so what you're going to do is you're going to hyperextend your first finger. So you want it kind of bent backwards like that a little bit. See how I'm doing that with the first finger? I'm bending it backwards. That's the guy we're looking at, not this guy. This guy. Okay, you want to hyperextend it a little bit. When you do that, that assures that you've got some pressure there for the bar. And the way you do that when you lay it on the fretboard here is you put the bulk of the weight on the tip of the first finger, and then that allows you to automatically here, it will hyperextend that, and it'll allow you to play those other bits there. The kiss of death for folks when they go to play bar chords is they do this, and then they got that curl to their knuckle. You never want that curl to your knuckle. You always want it the other way. You want it concave. Concave? Is that right? I don't know. Didn't do very good at geometry. Mr. Ladone knows that well. Sorry, Mr. Ladone. You were cool. I just didn't like geometry very well. I like it now. Not in high school though. I was interested in guitar. Now look at me. I play guitar. I don't mess with geometry so much. Except in this case here, it might have been good if I paid attention, because then I'd know whether it was concave or convex. Maybe somebody out there in YouTube land will tell me. I'm sure you will. Okay, so here we go. So we got 1, 2, 3 right there, right? By the way, I'm using this Strat here, and I've got it, this is a 65, so it doesn't have the 5-way switch. It's got the old 3-way switch. But I have it stuck in between 3 and 5. So it is basically the 4th position, but it's not a 4th position. It's not a 4-position switch. Okay, and so I'm barring that 1, 2, 3 right there. My 3rd finger is coming right up here. Now this is the part that you may have some issue with if you're new to bar chords. And so this 3rd finger is going to come all the way up to the 10th fret of the D string, or the 4th string, okay? And basically this is what you want, is you want this barred, but then you really want this knuckle as curled as possible. If you got it sitting like that, see how I'm doing that? You don't want that, because if so, you're going to get the wrong chord. You want this knuckle curled to the maximum, okay? Takes some getting used to. If you're new to this sort of thing, if you're new to bar chords, it's awkward for everybody at first. So do not feel bad if you don't get it at first. No one did, okay? And everybody magically got better with practice. That's how it works. All right, so that's our chord. Now, really, you don't have to hit that high note there, so you could get a little bit lazy with it and just, what I do is I kind of mute it a little bit, but that's up to you. The sound is there, the chord is there, and so if you hit that high note, it's not gonna be the end of the world. In fact, it's kind of nice, okay? So, and then what you're gonna do is you're going to do a choke or a mute, and so what happens is you go like, and then what you do is you left hand, you can either lift off of the strings, but I do a little bit of both. And then with the right hand, I karate chop. Okay? And so what you're doing is you're taking that fleshy part, yes, I said fleshy, take the fleshy part of your palm and you're muting the strings really quickly. You could just do right hand only, or you know, fretting, or picking hand only. So you're going down, up, mute. Here's another little trick, is you want this third finger to bump. It's also known as fat fingering. No offense, fat fingers out there. This finger is going to bump up into that fifth string so it mutes it. What's nice about this is if you're not so accurate with your picking and you by mistake hit that fifth string, you'll hear it as a percussive note, and technically you won't even hear it because you hear the rest of that chord. Now if I didn't do that and I by mistake hit that fifth string, you're gonna have that sound. That sounds like poo-poo. And if you're in a reggae band, they're gonna kick you out and they're gonna take your beads away or your Rastafarian hat or something. Okay, so don't do that. Make sure you mute that string. Okay, did I say beads or weed? Nonetheless, they're gonna take something away from you, so just don't do that. Mute that note. Stay in your reggae band. Okay, that's it. That's the whole song. So you want to get that vibe, okay? And it's going to take a little time, but just down, up, mute. Down, up, mute. Now, in regards to tone, obviously I've got a Strat here, and I'm playing through this Blues Junior here. And there's just a teeny tiny bit of reverb, and there's no distortion. But, I mean, I could just as well be using my Les Paul or my SG or whatever, but I kind of like using a Strat for reggae because I like a kind of a slightly bigger hollow sound. Personally, I don't love the way humbuckers sound when playing reggae. It'll work, but it's just a personal preference of mine. So there you go, my friends. Hopefully you like that. If you do, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe. If you have a comment, please leave it below. I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. I would love to help you out. Hey, I've got a great free offer for you. I created the first 30 lessons that I teach all students, and I provide that for free. If you hit the link below, you'll see it's in the description there. Basically, I had so many folks here on YouTube. Obviously, I think as of today, I've got like 41 million views and over 200,000 subscribers, 205, something like that. Anyhow, so thankful and appreciative for that. And I've had so many folks ask me all these questions about guitar. And I teach a lot here on YouTube. I also have my Unstoppable Guitar System and my books and my ebooks and tons of free stuff and giveaway guitars and all that good stuff if you follow me. I wanted to create something where folks all around the world could come to and they could learn, they could really get a good core understanding of the guitar, and that's what these 30 lessons are. So if you need some help with guitar and you want that stuff for free, hit that link below. It's about $1,000 worth of, if you were coming to me one-on-one here in my studio in Nashville, it would cost over $1,000 because it's quite a bit of time. So please let me know how I can help. I love helping folks with guitar. I think it's what God called me to do. I don't know. Feel like I'm kind of good at it. I like doing it. Hey, as always, please spay and neuter your animals. Be kind to one another, because I'm serious. We can change this world by being kind. Try it. You'll change one life, and you'll change another, and you'll change another, and you'll start a movement, and they'll name a country after you, or a street at least. All right? Seriously, be kind to one another, and by all means, don't trust the man. Question him.